Welcome to Short Times. Today, we'll go through The Bachelor's Party from 1984. It's a humorous and a funny adult comedy film. Surely you guys love. So let's get started. At the beginning of the movie, Rick Gasco drives a group of rowdy Catholic schoolboys home after classes have ended. The following day, Rick gathers his friends, including child photographer Jay O'Neill, incompetent auto mechanic Rudy, retail ticket seller Gary, and illiterate waiter Ryko, to make a big announcement at Ryko's restaurant. Rick claims to be getting married to Debbie Thompson, his girlfriend, but the other men don't believe him. However, Jay was supportive and asked Rick to host a bachelor party on Saturday night. Rick is sure that nothing will change their friendship. Meanwhile, Debbie announces a wedding to her friends at the hip New Wave clothing store where she works. But her well-off parents, George Grizzard and Barbara Stewart, are not happy with her partner. Later, Rick promises Debbie over dinner at his apartment that there will be no prostitutes at his bachelor party. The next day, Rick's brother, Dr. Stan Gasco, tells Rick not to marry, as it will cost him his freedom. Later, Rick and Debbie play tennis with their parents at the estate, but Rick's soon-to-be father isn't happy with his prank of hitting the tennis ball over the fence. Debbie's cousin Eileen laughs at Rick's capacity to stay faithful, and Mr. Thompson urges Cole Whittier, Debbie's ex-boyfriend, to talk Rick out of it. To break up with Debbie, Cole offers Rick $5,000 and a variety of equipment. Later, Debbie expresses worry about the wedding and their future in Rick's apartment, and Rick tries to reassure her. While Debbie's friends host a bridal shower at her parents' house on Saturday night, Rick and his buddies hold their bachelor party at the Parkview Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Gary buys 2 prostitutes for the party elsewhere, but Cole sends them to Debbie's shower instead. At the hotel, Jay introduces Brad Mullen, an old buddy who is divorcing his wife and high on drugs. The men watch a pornographic movie, but the explicit parts have been cut out. In the meanwhile, the whores mistakenly enter the Thompson home and horrify the guests with an offensive sex performance. The absence of the prostitutes causes the men harass Gary during the bachelor celebration. Cole offers to trade Rick his new Porsche for Debbie, and Rick pretends to be interested so Rudy can borrow the vehicle. The bridal shower is moved to a strip club with male dancers, as retaliation against the guys for the confusion around the prostitute. The club's bartender and Rick's pal Michael calls him on the phone. Michael assists Rick's friends as they pull a practical joke on the women. Meanwhile, Gary hires more prostitutes from a gangster named Raja Sumant. When Rick and his friends return to the hotel, they find Brad desperately trying to get drunk in the bathroom, and Rudy returns to Cole's Porsche, which is now set to racing lights and shiny gear. When Gary finally shows up with the prostitutes, the bachelor party officially starts as other uninvited hotel guests check in. In the toilet, Brad makes an attempt to sever his wrist with an electric razor. Rick gives him a pep talk and assures him that things will get better. Gary accidentally makes out with a transgender person. Rick hasn't engaged in any sexual activity with anyone at the party, so Jay arranges for him to have some with Tracy, one of his attractive friends, Monique Gabrielle. Rick declines, though, because he adores Debbie. Cole shoots 2 crossbow bolts at Rick from a nearby window, but they miss. When the prostitutes don't show up after the prearranged 45 minutes, Raja shows up at the bachelor party looking for them, and threatens to send his enforcer, the muscular, 7-foot-tall Milt. To surprise Rick and the group, Debbie, her mother, and her pals show up to the hotel clothed as prostitutes. Milt sends them to a room of Japanese executives after mistaking them for the real prostitutes. Rick, Jay, and Rudy find Cole and have Tracy trick him into taking off his clothes, then hang him naked out the window, with the bed sheets attached. Coincidentally, Mr. Thompson is giving a keynote speech at the same hotel, and sees Cole walking naked into the lobby. Tan and Ryko steal a mule and sneak it into the hotel for use by an exotic dancer named Desiree. The mule ate Brad's stash of methaqualone, inhaled the cocaine, and died. The men tried to drag the dead mule out of the hotel, but accidentally left it in the elevator. In the meantime, Debbie's cousin, Eileen, throws herself at the Japanese businessmen, giving Debbie and their friends a chance to escape. Mr. Thompson checks on the bachelor party after his speech and is horrified by what he finds. When he expresses intent to inform Debbie, Jay takes pictures of him with several of the prostitutes in an inappropriate setting. While this is happening, Debbie finds the bachelor and finds that Rick has been faithful, but she also notices her father with the prostitutes. Under the direction of the hotel manager, who saw the body of a mule in the elevator, the police were dispatched, and the guests dispersed. During the crisis, Cole kidnaps Debbie and steals a big truck. They are chased by Rick and his friends to a multiplex theater on Rick's school bus. In a 3D science fiction movie theater, Rick challenges Cole to a fight. He wins, freeing Debbie. While this is happening, Brad, feeling guilty for the mule's death, then rams the bus straight into the sci-fi 3D movie theater, smashing through the multiplex building's wall. After a while, Rick and Debbie finally got married. After saying goodbye to their friends, they leave the wedding on Rick's school bus, driven by the maniacal Brad. On the back of the wedding bus, there's a sign that says "Just having sex."